Cassandra, I hope you're not depressed. Are you doing well? I'm fine. Fortunately, I'm busy with my training as a doctor, so I don't have time to be depressed. You don't have to act tough in front of me. We're childhood friends. I'm worried that you might still be thinking about your ex-fiancé. How can you say that when you're the reason we broke up? I'm quite sure that you don't care about my feelings at all. Don't talk to me like that. I'm really worried about you, Cassandra. I'm really surprised at how bold you can be after you stole him away from me. You're being rude to me, you know. It's just that the man of my dream happens to be your ex-fiancé. It can't be helped. Normally, when you notice that the person is your childhood friend's boyfriend, you give up on him. But in your case, you didn't. Maybe it's because you still haven't found your true love yet. When you meet someone you really love, you can't think of anyone else. I see. You don't understand. I feel bad too, you know. That's why I decided to contact you. You should know that your childhood friend cares about you. Really? I think you just want to show off. Goodness gracious, Cassandra! Stop being rude to me! That's why you were dumped. This isn't the first time you stole the person I love. You've been going out with the guys I like ever since we were in middle school. I can't trust you anymore. It's very strange, but I guess both of us have a similar taste. Anyway, maybe it's also because I'm quite popular among guys. You seem very confident about yourself. I should have ended our friendship, but I can't do that since my parents live near yours. Honestly, you're so annoying. What a rude thing to say! We've known each other since we were little. I think of you as one of my family members. Family members don't steal from me. I've never considered you as my family. I've been through a lot. You're just jealous because I'm prettier than you. It can't be helped. You're smart, but you're overweight. Your appearance isn't good enough, and you're also stubborn. Yeah, whatever. I'm well aware that you're cute. Can we end our talk here? I'm busy. Because of your poor personality and appearance, you are unattractive to men. You're overweight, so be careful with your behavior. I feel sorry for you that you don't realize it. I have no intention of trying to be popular. I just don't want to be disturbed. And when you stole my ex from me, I was so shocked that I lost 15 pounds. Do you have any idea how bad I was hurt? Really? I don't remember that I hurt you, but I'm glad you've lost some weight. You hypocrite. I didn't even introduce him to you, but you got to know him on your own. Well, when I heard that my fat childhood friend was living with someone, I was curious about what kind of person he was. It's natural that I want to know about that person, isn't it? Unfortunately, although he's a sweet guy, he doesn't seem to have much of a future at all. You dumped him after 2 months of dating. I can't believe it. When I started going out with him, I found out that he wasn't the guy I expected him to be. You don't have to force yourself to go out with someone like that, do you? He was someone who was going to end up being a regular employee who won't get promoted. It turned out to be a good thing for you too. Well, he's just the kind of guy who gets wooed and cheated by girls like you. I feel sorry for him. But I've been trying to keep my feelings positive at that time. You've got a harsh way of saying things. I don't like it at all. Because every time you stole my boyfriend from me, it didn't last long. No matter how I think about it, it's not a coincidence. I think this time you just want to report that you broke up with your boyfriend. You're so rude. Of course not. He's from the same medical school as you, right? That's because we met each other at school. What's wrong with that? He's gonna be a doctor. He's also tall and good-looking. He's perfect, isn't he? I know, because he's my ex-fiancé, in case you're wondering. I just want you to know that I'm grateful to have a childhood friend like you. Since you are smart but overweight, I managed to be together with a guy I like. He was my fiancé, and you just stole him from me. Are you stupid? Stop making fun of me. You're still dragging it out after all. He was the one who made the first approach. He's still crazy about me. I had no choice. I don't care what you say. What the heck do you want from me? Oh, I'm sorry. That was insensitive. I was being cheeky. But I'm worried about you. It's not the first time you've done that, so don't worry about me. But you know, he also told me that he fell in love with me. I confided in him after much deliberation, so please don't hold it against him. He's always been worried about you. Really? He broke up with me rather casually. I don't care anymore. He may look like that, but deep down he was hurt too. He's very sensitive. I don't think so. Objectively, I'm the one who's hurt the most. Of course you're right, but I want you to accept me and my boyfriend. I want you to give us your blessing. You don't need my blessing. When I said that we were engaged, it was just a verbal promise. That's great. Thank you. I'm sure he's the one this time. I'm so glad that you're overweight. Suit yourself. Anyway, we're getting married. Oh, I see. Congratulations. You're so heartless. You still don't get it, do you? That's why I was asking for your blessing. What kind of nerve do you have? You stole him from me, and now you want my blessing? Because, after all, I need to do that in order to be happy. That's crazy. Why are you treating me like I'm an obstacle? If you don't give us your blessing from the bottom of your heart, we'll feel uncomfortable. I can't believe how selfish you are. You've been stealing my boyfriend for so long, and I know that you'll keep doing that from now on. That's not true, because I really love my current boyfriend. That's why we're getting married. So do you mean that you didn't love those guys you dated in the past? It's not like that. Anyway, I want you to be at our wedding. Why should I go? I'm not going. What are you talking about? We're childhood friends, so I'm going to invite you to the wedding. Well, you're free to invite me, but it's my decision whether I'll go or not. Definitely come! The wedding will be in that famous theme park, my dream place. I want you to see me in all my glory. You've been saying that for a long time, so it really was your dream place. I'm so happy for you. That's right. It's limited to 1 couple a day. I'm not interested at all. It's every girl's dream, isn't it? We're getting married inside a castle. It's like being a princess. No matter how fat you are, you've always wanted to be a princess, right? You don't even have to tell me what kind of ceremony it's going to be. I have nothing to do with it. There will be a live band and we'll meet the famous characters at the reception. It's going to be a lot of money, but since my boyfriend's parents are both doctors, they can afford that. It's all so nice. Did your boyfriend agree to pay for that wedding? It didn't seem like he wanted to do that kind of thing. We just got engaged, so we're going to talk about it. My boyfriend loves me, so I'm sure he'll do whatever I want. He's a very sweet guy. Oh, I see. Well, you can do whatever you want. Of course! Besides, we'll have to find a new place to live after the marriage celebration. We're planning to live in a high-rise in Los Angeles. Isn't that great? High-rise, huh? That's impossible, isn't it? No! It's not impossible. I have to find a place that suits me, so I'm very busy. I want to go to a hair salon that celebrities go to, so location is important. Do you have to go that far? You're just a regular office worker, right? My husband-to-be is a doctor, so I'm going to quit my job. As a doctor's wife, I should behave gracefully and beautifully. Your husband-to-be is not a doctor yet. His parents run a hospital, so I don't have to worry about money. Besides, he'll finish his training in a little while. I have to enjoy my once-in-a-lifetime wedding as much as I can. Well, it's only for a year or so, but is he okay with that too? He wants me to be a stay-at-home wife, so there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, I'm so happy. I feel sorry for you somehow. Oh, well, that's great. I've got to take care of the marriage registration too, so things are a bit of a whirlwind. There's so much to do. But I wanted you to be the first person I reported my marriage to. I've heard more than I should have, so don't worry. Anyway, I'm inviting you to the wedding, so you must come. You are my childhood friend. Well, you can do what you want. I'm working the night shift, so stop bothering me. I'll share my happiness with you. My childhood friend always looks down on me since I was overweight. Whenever I started dating someone, she always stole that person away from me. This time, she decided to marry her boyfriend because of his wealth and appearance. To be honest, I've been plundered many times, so I knew this would happen. That's why I just let her do what she wants to do. Cassandra, I have something I want to talk to you about on the phone. Will you listen to me? I'm tired after a night shift, so I can't. My boyfriend is terrible. He's talking about having the wedding celebration in his hometown. I've always dreamed of having it in that famous theme park. Well, I guess that's just how he is. Somehow I can understand how he feels. You should convince him for me. You know exactly what kind of person your ex-fiancé is, right? You're so misguided. I'm not going to convince him. Why should I do that? You've known him longer than me. Why can't you at least do that for the sake of your childhood friend? I don't want to do that. He's your husband-to-be. Convince him yourself. I've only known him for 6 months, so I don't really know him that well. Besides, I heard that his parents live in a rural area. I thought it would be more natural for you to convince him. What do you mean by that? You didn't know about that until now? He came to Los Angeles just for college. You didn't tell me about that either. He's talking with his parents about having the wedding over there. Yeah, that's exactly what his mother would do. Did you know about his parents? He asked me to come to his hometown once to greet them. His mother is quite a scary person, so good luck with that. That's terrible! Why did you tell me something so important? I didn't hear a single word about that. I didn't have to tell you anything about that. After all, he was my fiancé at that time. It was none of your business. Also, his parents' hospital is just a very small clinic. Yes, it was. In the countryside, there's a demand for elderly people, so it's a very important facility for the community. He said he's going back to his parents' house after he finished his training. Yeah, I know that. Why didn't you tell me then? Huh? You told me that he loves you so much that he'll grant whatever you wish for, right? Why don't you just ask him honestly? That's what I was supposed to do, but his mother has already taken care of everything. She's also restricting the number of my guests. It's unthinkable nowadays that a wife's position is so weak in his family. Terrible, isn't it? They say it's out of the question to have the wedding at the theme park. They don't even allow me wearing sexy wedding dresses. So we have to pick the right dress together. This isn't going to be my dream wedding. Then why don't you just ask your boyfriend for help? I'm sure he'll do something about it. I'm already doing it. I decided to call you because I'm in trouble. Why are you asking me for help? You were the one who took him away from me after all. Because you know him better than me. The only person I can talk to is you, Cassandra. I know that you don't have other female friends. That's not surprising. But that doesn't mean I can help you to get out of your sticky situation. You may be overweight, but you're smart. So I want you to think about a good solution. Don't be so selfish. Don't you remember that you stole him away from me? It's an emergency right now, so let's forget about the past. I can't do it. He's a mama's boy and there's nothing I can do about it. I think you should give up. No way! I didn't know that he's a mama's boy. You met his mother and you still don't realize what kind of person she is? In my case, I don't have enough confidence to deal with that kind of person. I don't like the way you say that. Don't talk as if you were the one who dumped your ex. When we were dating, there were some things I didn't like about him. The marriage proposal came at a time when I thought that my marriage with him was out of the question. It was a good timing to end our relationship. I'm so pissed off! Why don't you stop lying and just be a sore loser since you are overweight? You're the one who got dumped. I didn't even respond to his marriage proposal, but he took me to his parents' house to greet them. That's too pushy. I'm sure that everyone around me thought of me as his fiancé at that time. What are you talking about? You said that he proposed to you, didn't you? Yeah, well, it's true. But I didn't accept his marriage proposal. You didn't tell me about the meet and greet at his parents' house too. That's because you didn't ask me about that. Anyway, did I do something wrong? Don't tell me that you were the one who set this up. Of course not. Stop talking nonsense. I didn't even make any arrangement for you to start dating my ex. If I had known about his parents, I would never have thought of getting married to him. I want to live in a high-rise in Los Angeles, but he insists on living with me at his parents' house. That's the worst! If you had asked him about it, he would have told you right away. He had already announced that he was going back to his hometown after his training. Well, he dumped me just when I was thinking that I wanted to end our relationship. I honestly thought I was lucky that he looted me. See? I knew that you planned all of this. I can't believe it. You're the worst. I didn't do anything wrong. You were showing off about how happy you are to me the other day. By the way, it's a great thing that you'll get married. I'm not happy with this marriage. I want to have the wedding I've been dreaming of. I want to live in a high-rise, and I want to be much happier than you. Great then. Why don't you just do whatever you want? Good luck in convincing your mother-in-law. He may be a mama's boy, an unreliable guy to you, but to me, he's sweet and kind. I see. Then, you didn't need to talk to me in the first place, right? I just talked to you because we've known each other since childhood. I won't ask you for help anymore. You and I handle things differently. By all means, good luck. You know what? I've been thinking about it, but I've decided not to get married. Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. He was the wrong man for me. He wouldn't even let me have my dream wedding. Instead of living in the city, he wanted me to come to the countryside. That's impossible. Are you telling me that you couldn't convince him in the end? Don't get me wrong. He's your ex-fiancé, so I decided not to get married to him since I feel bad for you. What? It's none of your business. That's a very poor excuse. You're so smart, Cassandra, but you don't have a good taste for men. I can't believe you were dating that guy. How foolish. Well, you are overweight, so it can't be helped anyway. Frankly speaking, you are the one who doesn't have a good taste for men. Don't think that you've won the competition, okay? After all, you are only second best. Whatever. I don't remember anything about starting a competition with you anyway. You have always annoyed me. You were overweight, but you were smart. That's why I want to take all you have away from you. If you hate me so much, just leave me alone then. A while ago, you were bragging that you'd be much happier than me. Now that you're in med school, I thought I could take advantage of you. But the man you chose was really no good. You have such a bad taste. I'm tired of looting you, so I'll stop. I see. Then don't contact me anymore. Will you leave me alone? You're annoying, you know that? Since I still want you to see my happiest moments, I'll still be your childhood friend. I don't want to be your childhood friend anymore. I won't allow an overweight girl like you to get married before me, so I'll just interrupt you on your way. You're overweight and not pretty enough to get married anyway. So, I'll invite you to my wedding in the near future. For your information, I'm already married. I've already had my wedding celebration held overseas. What? That can't be true. Are you lying to me just because you want to win our competition? I'm not lying. I even have some pictures of my wedding if you want to see. How is that possible? It's been less than a year since I broke off my engagement. Me and my husband had known each other since high school, so we thought it was a good time to start dating. Okay, that's enough. Stop creating your own story. You can ask my mother if you think I'm lying. You're overweight and dull. There's no way you could get married that fast. When my husband told me that he'd always love me, I knew he was the right person. We get along great, talk about everything, so it's just natural for us to be together. It was destined to happen. I'm sure about that. Huh? Are you trying to brag about your happiness? You're grossing me out. I mean, I wasn't invited to the wedding. I wouldn't invite you because I don't even consider you a friend of mine anymore. I got it. You're afraid that I'm going to take away your husband. Oh, don't worry about that. He hates you anyway. What? Have we ever met before? All along, I've been consulting with him for years, so he knows what kind of woman you are. He must be a dull guy anyway to fall in love with an overweight woman like you. You have bad taste in men. He's a doctor too, in case you were wondering. He said he wanted to be a doctor because I inspired him. It's wonderful that we can live with the same aspirations, isn't it? You mean both of you are doctors and you had your wedding celebration held overseas? Yes, in Maldives. Maldives? I wasn't invited. You're my childhood friend. You should have invited me. It was held at a luxurious hotel, so I only invited my family. Are you bragging about how rich you are? To be honest, I don't think I'll have any trouble with money from now on. I'll be able to have a secure family life. Do you think you can rule the world just because you and your husband are doctors? I'm not saying that I'm great or anything, but I just studied hard and pursued my dream of becoming a pediatrician. It's amazing how much energy it takes to make a dream come true. There's no way that you will get married first and be happy. I'm prettier than you. I have a nicer body and better taste in men. You know what? Why don't you stop following me around and take a look at yourself? You may have a pretty face, but that's just for now. As a human being, I think you need to work on your inner personality. What? Are you trying to lecture me? No, I have no intention of that at all. Oh, I'm already in a new house with full security, so please don't come to my house. I'm just tired of hearing you bragging about living in a nice house. My husband says that he'll sue you if you keep annoying me. You're threatening to sue me? My husband is more upset with you than I am. Well, I don't think any husband would be happy to have his wife being insulted. My husband confessed his love to me when you stole my ex. I'm very grateful to you now. You mean I was the main reason? That's unbelievable. So I want you to stop bothering me. I hope you'll find someone for your wedding at that theme park. I wish you good luck. Are you trying to cut ties with me, Cassandra? My parents are moving into the same apartment, so you won't see them anymore. By the way, you don't have to invite me to your wedding. Hold it right there! I don't want to cut ties with you. Please introduce a male doctor I can date. Melanie was so ready to get married. She has also announced that she was leaving her job for good. She was too proud to tell the people at her company that she had broken off the engagement, so in the end, she left her job. I heard that she was looking for a job as a receptionist for a major company. She was rejected at every turn and settled for a sales clerk position at a small company. Life doesn't always go your way, does it? She is still single as a result of having too much expectations on her Mr. Right. Since then, I have cut ties with her and blocked her from every communication tool. I'm happily married with my husband, and we're also blessed with a child.